Good day, everyone. Mabuhay from the Philippines. This is Jay Barbo hosting the live interview with one of the candidates of Mistress of Filipinas America 2022. And before we start, I would like you to know that we are also live at our YouTube channel. If you're new there, please don't forget to subscribe us and also follow us on our Instagram account. Just search at the Pageant Trend Official _. And if you are new here in our Facebook page, don't hesitate to click the like and also follow. And before also we start, I would like to have some updates about pageants. So last night, our representative for the Miss International Queen won, Fusha and Ravenna. So we would like, on behalf of Pageant Trend, we would like to congratulate Fusha and Ravenna for winning the Miss International Queen 2022. It was held in Thailand. So congratulations, Fusha Ravenna. So we're very proud of you, and you are our pride of the Philippines. And so what we have today is we'll be having Chrismat, Limwell, and Jay. So they are on the backstage right now. So they are also excited to meet us here in Pageant Trend. So again, we'll be entertaining some questions if you have. So don't forget to comment down below your questions. And we are limits for the questions, so we will not be entertaining some political questions. So you can ask anything about them with regards to their pageant journey and personal stuff or anything. So you can try to ask them later while on live. And also, what else? So we have also stars. So during this broadcast, if you like this video, you can send us some stars in support to Pageant Trend. And all right, so wag natin patagalin. Let's introduce our special guest for this morning's live session. So first, we have welcome. Please help me welcome, guys. Chris Matt. Hi, Chris Matt. You are on mute.
Hi, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas.
All right, magandang umaga and welcome to Pageant Trend, Chris Matt.
Thank you. Such a pleasure to be here.
You're welcome. How are you today?
I am doing great. I just got out of rehearsal. I got casted in a play here in the Bay Area for July, and I just got out of rehearsal right now and ran over here to San Francisco.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris Matt. So for the benefits of our international and local viewers, kindly introduce yourself to us.
Sure. Magandang araw sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Pilipinas and to everybody here in the United States, wherever you are in the world. I hope you are having a great day. My name is Chris Matt Mateo and I am representing the historic Filipino-American town of Delano, California in the inaugural episode of Mistress of Filipinas America. I am a teacher, a high school teacher and a musician. I am working on an album right now to be released later on this year, and I'm an adrenaline junkie. Lahat ng exciting adventures, isama niyo ako.
Nice. All right, thank you, Chris Matt, and we'll be back. We'll be back you soon or later. Okay, so let's introduce our next special guest for today's live interview. Please help me welcome, guys, Limwell. Hi, Limwell. You're on mute.
Mabuhay, I'm Limuel Apilado and I'm your Mistress of Filipinas Sunnyvale.
All right, Limuel, how are you today?
I'm feeling happy and excited, especially I'm talking to you, It's an honor.
Wow. You're welcome and welcome again to Pageant Trend. Ayun, mukhang masaya and nakikita kong excited ka talaga. Na makilala ka ng aking mga followers. Anyway, for the benefits of our international and local viewers, please introduce yourself to us.
So I am Limuel Apilado, 25 years old, 5'9" tall, and I work in healthcare. And I love adrenaline activities. Everything that's kind of feel rush excites me. And beside that, I did the high skydiving on Earth, which is about 18,000 feet. And on October, I'm planning to dive with a shark, and I'm excited.
Wow. All right, thank you so much, Limuel. And ayun, balikan ka namin later on. Let's
Yes.
have our last special guest for today's live interview session. Let's have Jay. Hi, Jay.
Hi,
How-
how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm actually in San Francisco attending the Gay Pride and celebrating.
Wow. All right, Jay. So, for the benefits of our international and local viewers, please introduce yourself to us.
Hi, hi, I'm Jay. I'm Mistress of Monterey, and I'm 26 years old. I work for healthcare. I work for a hospital in the radiology department, and I also am a part-time barista. And three fun facts about me is I like to work out, I like to
Mm-hmm.
eat, and I like to do activities that challenges me. So
All
yeah.
right. Okay, so is this your first time to join the pageant?
Yes, it is. I'm very much of a pageant loving person. I love pageant.
Mhm.
I watch it all the time. And being in one, it's quite crazy to be honest with you. And I'm really thankful for Jesse to for reaching out to me.
All right. So what was on your mind when Sir Jesse texted you or informed you that to represent your place there to the
I
Mistress of
almost
Filipinas America?
I almost didn't believe it. He would hit me up on Instagram, and I was like, "Who is this?" And yeah, and I was just like, I wanted to like find out if it's a real thing, and yes, and I met him, so I was like, okay, this is legit. So I'm like really doing it. So I'm excited and really happy that he did reach out to me.
All right. Do you have any expectations with this inaugural pageant?
No, I'm just, I'm excited to see everybody in there. I'm excited to see my brothers and meet them finally, and I just can't wait for the coronation night.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Jay. And let's
Thank
have
you.
Chris Matt. Hey, Chris Matt.
Hello, hello. Hello again.
All right. Same question with Jay. So, what was your first reaction when Sir Jesse informed you that to represent your place there to the Mistress of Filipinas America?
My first reaction was same as Jay, and my brothers and I have my Misters of Filipinas brothers and I have talked about this before, and we thought it was kind of suspicious that we were being
Mhm.
approached to represent our hometowns on a male pageant. But during the new year, I made a resolution that I would say yes to more opportunities and say yes to new experiences. And so when I gave it a few days, and then Jesse called me again a few days after approaching me to join the contest, and I was like, you know what, Jesse, let's do it, because I did tell myself that I would say yes to new experiences this year. So here we are today.
All right. Any expectations with this inaugural pageant?
I expect to have fun, as much fun as we can with all of these amazing men that I'm in the show with. I also expect growth, because I think with any experience we learn and we grow from those experiences, and that's what I expect out of Misters of Filipinas America.
All right. Thank you so much. And let's have Limuel. How about you, Limuel? What was
What's
your
the
first reaction? What was your first reaction when Sir Jesse informed you that to represent your hometown there to the Mistress of Philippines America 2026?
Well, I feel so honored because this is my dream. I usually join pageants in the Philippines, and
Mm-hmm.
I already know what is Mistress of Filipinas. And then one time, I was at the work, and then I'm scanning, and then I saw a audition, and then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, it's now happening in America. And then I tried to send my application, and then Mr. Jesse, we talked, and then yeah, I'm a confirmed applicant, and I'm so honored and very grateful. and the excitement is very, very high.
All right. I'm just curious about how did Sir Jesse, find you?
I found it on online, and then there
Ah,
is a
okay.
number, and
Mm-hmm.
the number was Mistress Jessie.
I see. So the Mistress of Filipinas America done through a virtual screening or a personal screening?
Virtual screening.
A virtual screening. All right. So you have mentioned a while ago that you're 5'9" tall. Wow. And
Yes,
also, you've been joining pageants here in the Philippines.
yeah, it's
So
just
what
a school
pageants?
pageants. Mr. H. Rab.
Only a school pageant. So never
Yeah,
been
school
into a
pageant.
national or a local pageant.
Actually, I supposed to join Ginoong Pilipinas 2019, but it was
Mm-hmm.
canceled because I'm flying back to the America. So
Yes, and
sayang, but
uh,
right now it makes sense why it happened that way.
and I guess that time siguro malapit ng ano or pandemic ba 'yon or ano pa, normal,
2019 is normal pa naman.
normal
2020
pa.
was the start of the pandemic.
Ay, oo nga.
Yeah,
2020 March, no, nag-start
right. Tama.
yung pandemic. Okay, so what's the difference of joining? So since first time mo mag ano, I guess this is a local also from America naman siya.
Mhm.
So, do you have any plans or plans with regards to your preparations for this pageant?
My plan is to actually, I did my training and everything. And my plan is to, of course, I joined Pageant because I want to help, because of
Mm-hmm.
its platform to help and inspire other people around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I will do my best and, yeah, to inspire and influence other people. Yeah.
When we were talking about preparations, so saan ka na doon magpo-focus?
For me, I go to the gym every day and still practicing my communication skills.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi my first language was really Tagalog talaga.
Oo.
But I'm trying my best. And for me, I think speaking um, language is not supposed to be a barrier in being
Mm-hmm.
a Mistress of Filipinas America. It's about having the heart that is willing to serve the world. I think
Exactly.
that's, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Balikan kita ulit later on, Lumel. How about you, Jay? Same
Um,
questions.
my preparations right now is actually just reading and reading and watching news and finding out current events and what's happening around us. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I have been working out for 4 years now. So for me, working out is something that I prepared to in mentally. I like to work out when I'm mentally like drained and I like to release stress. So those are the things that I just do to prepare for this pageant. Also, just finding out all the things that you can do and yeah.
All right. And I guess this is your first time to join the pageant, no?
Apa.
Okay. So, saan mo gustong mag-focus when it comes to your preparations? Sa Q&A, sa body,
I
or
wouldn't really want to pick one because I'm very versatile. I
mhm,
like to learn all aspects of the competitions, whether it be Q&A, whether it be swimsuit, whether it be just showcasing your talent, and so yeah, I wouldn't want to like to pick one. So
okay. So, since you mentioned about talents, what's your talent?
I think I'm going to sing.
Oh, sing. Okay. So, singer din pala si Jay.
Yeah, singer.
Anyway, thank you so much, Jay. Let's move on
Thank
to
you.
Chris Mata.
Hello again.
Same question, Chris Mata. Tell us about your preparations for this upcoming Mistress of Filipinas America.
So in terms of my preparations for Mistress of Filipinas America, just like Jay and Lemuel, I've been working a little bit more than usual. to get the dream physique that I want to represent on stage. And then I'm also reading up more on social occurrences and
Mhm.
current events. That way, I know what's going on around the world.
All right. So, another follow-up question for you, Jay. So, since I guess you have mentioned that you are a very multi-talented um, person. So, what do you do? What I mean, what talent would you, aside from singing or playing some instrumental, what
Uh-huh.
talent would you like to share with us?
I am a talented eater. I can
Mhm.
eat anything, and I'm not picky.
Okay, sige, sige. Uh-huh. So here's another question for you guys. So what's your best way to start the day? Start with you,
I think the best day to
Christmas.
start the day is through prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get up until I finish just a quick prayer, and I just thank God for waking me up in the morning and for a fresh start to the day. Because no matter how bad the previous day goes, as soon as you sleep and as soon as you rest, the next morning you have a fresh start. And as much as possible, I try and start the day fresh with a prayer.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's have Limuel.
Hi
What's the
again.
best way? What's your best way to start the day?
Same with my brother Chris Matt. I always start my day with a prayer
Mm-hmm.
because prayer is something that will, enlighten your day, your everyday lifestyle. And I think prayer is something that we need every day because without God, we cannot accomplish everything that we need in everyday challenges.
All right. Thank you so much, Limuel. How about you, Jay?
For me, I would say self affirmations. Every time I wake up in the morning, I would tell myself, "You're gonna have a good day today," all the time. And I also start with music. Some good music wouldn't go bad. Your day starts with a good music, and everything falls into place. So that's what I like to do every morning. Self affirmations.
All right. Another follow-up question for you, Jay. Okay. What do you like most about yourself?
My humor. I like to laugh. I love to listen to people tell jokes, and
Mhm.
I like to tell jokes, but sometimes they don't really land that well. So but yeah, I like my humor. Yeah.
I guess kung nandito ka sa Pilipinas, siguro tambayan ka sa ano. Madalas kang tumambay sa mga comedy bar.
Yeah, I love comedy bars. They're the best place ever.
Okay, sige. Let's have Chris Matt. Same question.
For me, I think the best aspect of myself would be my heart,
Mhm.
because I think that I think that my heart is a accumulation of all experiences, of all of the things that I've learned from my family, from my friends, and that to me is something that I want to represent out in the world, and then especially out here on Mistress of Filipinas America, and hopefully on an international stage. That way, I can really showcase the amazing people that have been so supportive of all of my accolades through the years and throughout my life.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris Matt. How about you, Limuel? What do you like most about
Um,
yourself?
what I like about myself is being generous. I think I get it from my mom. My mom
Mhm.
always told me to always always help those in need. And for me, helping other people makes me happy.
Nice, nice one. Okay, so if ever, guys, you win the inaugural Mistress of Filipinas America 2022, what are the plans that instill in your mind? What plans? Start with you,
For
Limuel.
if I win the first ever Mistress of Filipinas, of course, I will still continue my advocacy, which is to help the less fortunate. And for me, I cannot afford to see these innocent people, especially those innocent kids, to take their dreams away from them. These kids could be our future doctors, lawyers, or even future leaders of our country. So I think I want to pursue this one and I want to address this one because these innocent people could be someone who will lead us in the future. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer, Limuel. How about
You're
you,
welcome.
Jay?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
If ever you win the inaugural Mistress of Filipinas America 2022, what are your plans or what are the plans that instill in your mind?
For me, I think if I were to win, I would definitely reach out to people that are in need mentally.
Mhm.
You know, I have suffered with depression before and anxiety, and I'd like to reach out to people and really, you know, be the voice, if not be the role model that they see. I'm struggling with a lot of things, but I think one thing that I could really show is be as authentic that I am, that I'm willing and I'm willing, I'm here and I'm willing to help.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jay. How about you,
Thank
Christmas?
So when I win Mistress of Filipinas America, my plan is to really represent the Filipino American heritage or the Filipino American culture in the nationals at Mistress of Filipinas. And then when I win there, then I will get the opportunity to represent as Mr. Philippines on an international stage, which will give me a huge platform to really tell kids, tell the youth that, hey, I'm representing my heritage, my Filipino heritage on an international stage, and this is something that you yourself can be doing as well. Like I really want to encourage the youth to to be proud of their heritage. Kung saan sila nagmula, ipagmalaki nila kasi di ba sa atin diyan sa Pilipinas lalo parang napapansin ko na medyo nawawala na yung pagiging makabayan natin. At iyon yung gusto kong ipakita sa mga kabataan na napakaraming bagay ang dapat ipagmalaki natin sa Pilipinas. At kung, of course, to kids from other countries, there are also so many things that they can be proud of their countries as well. And that's something that that's a message that I want to give to kids when I win Misters of Filipinas America.
All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. And another follow-up question. So let's start with you, Christmas. So, Christmas, I guess all of you have talked to each other,
Mhm.
right? All the candidates of Misters of Filipinas America 2022. So, my question is, what makes you different from other boys?
Ooh, each of the boys that I've had a pleasure of meeting is so unique in their own way. I think for me, what makes me stand out is really my personality and my effervescence. And I think I light up a room when I enter, and that's something that I think a Mistress of Filipinas really needs to embody para lahat ng makakasalamuhan niya, lahat ng makakausap niya magustuhan yung pagiging outgoing and stuff like that.
All right. Thank you so much, Christmas. How
Thank
about you,
you.
Limuel?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
What makes you unique from the other boys?
Well, I think we have our own individuality of unique, and be I think my own kind of unique is it's a hard question, but I think
Mhm,
I'm very independent. Just like here, I'm in United States by myself. I don't have my
mhm.
family because of my goals and dreams for my family. I become strong, and I think that makes me unique, being brave.
All right. Thank you so much. How about you, Jay?
For me, I think I mentioned this before. My versatility. I do not like to learn one thing only. I like to learn multiple things. Yeah, as what Chris Matt said in the mall, each one of the boys, we have our own individuality, and that's what's unique about this competition. So you get to look at all these amazing men and how they are, and how they are in their their experiences and how they can share, and yeah, that's one thing.
All right, so being versatility or
Yeah.
versatile. All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So another follow-up question for you, Jay. Okay. So my question for you is, I would like to ask, or why did you decide to accept the offer of Sir Jesse for the Mistress of Filipinas America 2022?
I think it's curiosity. I'm so curious about how pageant works. I watched it all my life, and being in one and actually participating in one, the process of going through it, it's actually quite insane and terrifying at the same
Mhm.
time. But it's a little challenging, but it's something that I thrive to do. And I get excited about it. And doing these things makes me grow as a person. I think that's why I accepted it and said yes to Jesse. Is I want to learn.
All right. So since you accepted that offer, so we all know that joining the pageant is, very crucial, and as well as there's a lot of bashers. So, question for you: how will you respond to those bashers um, when you read about criticizing you? So, since this is your
Uh,
first time to join.
right. Uh, I would say pay no mind.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pay attention to anybody. It's because you are your true unique self. You're supposed to be paying attention to you. Why would you want to reach out to other people and ask for their opinion? It's what you truly believed in what matters. So whoever says whatever bad things about you or bashing you about your personality or about anything that goes beyond your true authentic self, it's I pay no mind. So
All
pay
right.
no mind.
Pay no mind. Thank you so much, Jay. How
Thank
about you,
you.
Chris Matt?
What was that question again?
So, how do you react? Let's say, how do you react when you read about bashing regarding to your, pageant journey in Mistress of
Right.
Filipinas? Since this is your first time to join.
So, as a musician, bashers are not new to me. Dahil pag kumakanta, syempre marami ding nagko-comment about
Mhm.
singing, especially with Filipinos. Kasi
Mhm.
matalas ang tenga ng mga Pilipino eh. So they're always listening for those mistakes. And when they find those mistakes, they're quick to bash, they're quick to comment on it. And to me, I think Jay's advice is spot on. We pay no mind. Dapat hindi natin pinapansin yung mga mapanirang comments kasi doon masisira yung self-confidence natin. And as performers, as musicians, and now as a representative on Mistress of Filipinas, we really have to empower ourselves because that's the only way that we can empower others. So when there are bashers, huwag nating pansinin.
Mhm. All right. Thank you so much, Chris Matt. How about you, Limwell?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
How do you react to bashing comments
Well, for
when it
me,
comes
they
to
didn't.
yourself?
Well, God bless na lang to them because and ignore them because they didn't met me, they didn't know me. So for me, I'll just keep going on my goals and keep chasing my dreams and continue inspiring other people because in the end of the day, it's not about the hate on other
Mhm.
people. They don't know me, so just ignore. Simply like that.
All right. Correct. So we should ignore the bashers.
Yeah.
And anyway, let's have the reading of comments and questions from our viewers. So we have our first questions from our viewers. A question coming from Carlos Barbosa Gornao. Question for the three Misters of Filipinas America candidates. What accomplishments are you most proud of and why? Start with you, Lemuel.
Um, I graduated as class valedictorian when I was in high school. Because I achieved this dream because my parents want me to study hard for me to have a better future, and I focus my time on studying. And at the end of the day, I graduated as valedictorian, and I think that is that's something that I accomplished, and I'm the thing that I'm most proud of, being the top of the class.
All right, being top of the class.
Yeah,
Bongga. Congratulations. Anyway.
thank you.
And how about you, Jay? Same questions. Question.
Wait, what is the question? Let me read it.
What
What are accomplishments?
accomplishment are you most proud of and why?
I think me going to school, when I graduated high school, I had to move out. So I had to work for myself and fend for myself. And I stopped going to school. And when I had decided 2 years ago that I wanted to go to school and go to a medical field, and I graduated last year, and I think that's one of the most it's a simple accomplishment that anybody can have, and is education. So yeah, I'm like really proud about graduating and going to school and pursuing it.
Nice. Congratulations also, Jay. Okay, let's have Chris Matt.
For me, being the oldest of the siblings, I wear my favorite hat that I wear is the kuya hat. At ang
Mhm.
pinaka pinagmamalaki kong accomplishment is being a good role model to my younger siblings. Kasi pag nakikita mo na nagiging successful yung mga nakababata mong kapatid, mga pinsan mo na mas bata sa iyo, that makes you a proud kuya. And I think that to me being a good kuya to my siblings, to my cousins, that's one of my proudest accomplishments.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris Matt. Let's have another question from our viewer. Let's have
Sure,
this.
sure. Hello nga pala sa mga nanonood dyan.
Ayan. A question from Alexandra Volante Rania. Who do you think is your top three? With honest answer, please, not a safe answer.
Paano top 3?
Top three. If you are going to choose top three for the Mistress of America or Mistress of Filipinas America.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna rank each and every one of us. Number 3. Whew, I'm gonna put. You know what? Number 3 and number 2 are a tie between Jay and Lamuel for me.
Mhm.
Kasi they have so many great strengths. I think for Lemuel, one of his greatest strengths is really his smile. His smile is so infectious na pag nakita mong ngumiti si Lemuel, napapangiti ka din. Si Jay naman, one of his strengths is really his physique. Pag nakita niyo sa personal si Jay, which we were hanging out last weekend, man, he's ripped, and yung body niya, it's goals. So I think that's what's going to bring him into the top 3. Pero for number 1, syempre I'm gonna put myself at number 1 because I think I have all of the traits that a Mistress of Filipinas should have. I am witty. I am well. I mean, my body is also almost there. We have a month to go, but we'll get the body right. My mind is right, and my heart. I think that is what is going to take me over the top and really get me the crown. It's my heart for my community and my willingness to really inspire the youth and other people that are going to watch me shine on stage.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have Limuel.
Same question.
Yeah, who's your top three among the candidates of Mistress of Filipinas America?
Chris Matt and Jay as well, same as with my brother Chris Matt. Say Chris Matt because he's very ready for it. And Jay,
Mhm.
because I can see his heart on serving other people. And of course, I put myself first, just like my brother, Chris Matt, because I'm ready to serve not only in Americas or in the Philippines, but to the whole world.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much, Limuel. How about you, Jay? Who's your top
For
three?
me, oh my God, it's so hard to choose. I would say Chris Matt
Mhm.
and gee, I would say Chris Matt and Joseph.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think because Chris Matt is he is witty. He is
Mhm.
very outgoing. He's ready to take the crown. Also Joseph, he's such a good person. Honestly, I really wish him well and wish him the best. And for I would the top one, I'd pick myself. I
Mhm.
wouldn't want to win for the first Mysteries of Filipinas America and represent their country and represent the Filipino community in the Philippines. I would want to do that.
All right. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so let's have a reading of comments muna tayo. From Sofia Medel, Chris Matmi Delano from what's that, Delano? Tama ba
Hello,
pagkakabit?
Delano!
Delano, yeah. All right, and watching also Liza Quinto, cheering for you, Chris Matt, Mr. Delano.
Hi, Ate
And
Q. That's my family from Malolos, Bulacan.
wow, thank you so much for tuning in. And also Jake Acedo is watching right now. Go, go, go,
Brother
brothers.
Jake.
Ayan. Thank
Hi,
you so much for
Jake.
tuning in, Jake Acedo. And also cheering from Daisy Jonicio Sipcon, Chris Matt, Mr. Delano. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we have also from Edwin Escandor Bigueras. Good luck to all the candidates. Thank you so much, Edwin, for tuning in. Please don't forget to share our live and also follow us here in the Facebook page and Instagram account. And another from Carlos Barbosa Gurnal. Good luck to all the candidates also. And okay, Chris Matt commented, "Hello family, thank you for tuning in." Wow. Let's have a comment from Jake Acedo, singers in the house. So lahat kayo mga singers dito. Oh, ang taray. Oh. Okay, next. Uh-huh. Ay, may comment si Jake Acedo. Tell us joke daw, Jay. A
Oh my
sample joke.
God, Jake, why would you do this to me? I don't know a joke. I can't land him. I told you I can't land a joke. That was the joke.
All right, sige. Let's have from Nico Rigor. Go Limuel. Wow.
Thank you.
And again, also Lokar Kirante is watching right now. That's my boss Limuel. Wow.
Thank you.
And here's another from Facebook user, Go Limuel. Let's have this one. Jake Acedo. Good morning, Paul. Thank you for yesterday. I had a great fun. It's no worries, and it's our pleasure, Jake Acedo. Thanks for tuning in. And let's have this one. Oh, from Jake. Message from Jake. To Jake. From Alexandra Volanterana. Jake Acedo, hi. You did great yesterday. Can't wait to see you all on Coronation Night. And the comment from Alexandra Volante Rania regarding with her question a while ago. Nice answer. And also Joseph Elos is watching right now. Go Brothers TOF
Hi,
3.
Joe!
Thanks for tuning in, Joseph. And another question from Carlos Barbosa Gornal. Question for Mr. Chris Matt. Who is the most influential person in your life?
The most influential person in my life would be my lola, so my dad's mom. She actually was the one that raised me from birth up until when she passed away. And the one thing that I will never forget that she told me is that ang pag-aaral ang ating kayamanan at ito lang ang kayamanan na hindi pwedeng nakawin ng sino man. And that to me stuck with me ever since I was little, and that's why I am a teacher today. So my inang senyang, that's what we called her. My grandma would be the most influential person in my life.
Alright. Laking lola ka rin pala.
Yes, I'm a lola's boy.
We are the same. Okay. Sige. Maybe we can ask the other candidates na lang also.
Yeah.
Let's have Jay. Same question.
For me, it would be my mom. My mom, she is the greatest. She had passed away last year. She got COVID. It was the really saddest thing in the world. She was the most influential in my life and in my entire family as well. Had she had she had given us everything that we wanted in life, and she was super generous and very caring. And I missed her up until this day. I wish. So yeah.
All right. Thank you so much and condolence for you, Jay. Okay, let's have Limwell. Same question.
The most influential person in my life would be my mom because um, without my father, my mom raised us well with my brother and sister, and without the help of my dad, she raised us until we finished our studies. And I think she is something that I am looking up to, even up to this day.
All right. Thank you so much. And let's have a comment from Alexandra Volanterania. The one in striped shirt is so confident and ready. Wow. It's he's telling about Christmas. And from Jessica May Fernandez Daniel. Limwell is so handsome. I love his smile. He is Mr. Philippines. We should have. Wow. Thank you so much for that wonderful compliment, Jessica. And let's have another question from Amiel Arizobal Cleofe Villamor. What is the current national policy you would change?
For me, I think we are still good in every national policy, and I don't see any problem with the given policies, especially in the Philippines. So I think the government is working for the best for our country, and I think as a citizens of the Philippines, we should do our part, and that is to support the government. Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Thank you. How about you, Christmas?
Well, being Filipino American, I have the opportunity to vote both in the Philippines and here in the United States. Simulan ko muna dito sa US. The one national policy that I would change is gun laws. Being an educator, may mga current events na nangyari dito in Uvalde, Texas, where an active shooter went into a school and killed fourth graders, a class of fourth graders and two teachers. And as a teacher, I have the phobia that baka mamaya may active shooter pala sa likod ko, or may active shooter pala sa campus namin. And so I want to ask government officials here in the United States to get more strict on gun laws, especially in states like Texas where they are pro-gun. Sa Pilipinas naman, the one national policy that I would change would probably be voting. Kasi di ba election year this year. Tapos parang madaming tao na bumoboto na lang blindly, na hindi nagre-research ng kung sino yung iboboto nila. So maybe it's not a policy, but I would just encourage for Filipinos to really do their research about the candidates that they're supporting, so that when they do make a decision on who they want to choose, they will choose the best leader for them.
All right. Thank you so much. How about you, Jay?
For me, the national policy that I would like to change is healthcare. In the
Mhm.
Philippines, I think it's a really hard thing to get is getting healthcare. That's one thing that we have no resources or lack of resources, or the government are not willing to give those resources out. I think one of the best things that we should be doing is taking care of our health. So yeah, one thing that I would change is healthcare.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, let's have another question. So this question is related to the Pride month. The question comes from Carlos Barbosa. Hi guys, another question. Would you date a transgender woman?
Um, oh, that's a really tough question. No one had ever asked me that before. Would I date a transgender woman? I would. I love a person if I love the person. If I love the person and I could care about the person, it's all about the personality and how you look at the person or the one that you're the trans woman. Yeah, I would definitely date a transgender woman.
All right. Thank you so much, Jay. How
Thank
about
you.
you, Limuel? Limuel?
Almost frozen.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
frozen. Let's okay, Limuel. Same question. Would you date a transgender woman? Hi,
Ah,
Limuel. Question. Do you hear us? Okay, balikan ka namin. Let's have Chris Matt.
So I'm at a point in my life where I am dating for love and I am dating for forever. Yung hinahanap ko na yung forever ko, di ba? And to me, I would date a transgender woman. I believe that love is love. Kasi ang tinitingnan naman natin sa pagmamahal, yung puso eh. So you really want to get to know a person through their heart, through their values, and that's essentially what you are dating, and not the sexuality. Hindi mo unang titingnan yung yung genitals ng tao, di ba?
Mm.
Una mong pag nakausap mong tao for the first time, you will get to see their values, you will get to see what's in their heart. So I would date a transgender woman if she if she happens to make me fall in love with her.
Nice. Okay, let's have Lemuel. Same
well,
question. Would you date a transgender woman?
I agree with my brothers. For me, I don't see any problem with dating a transgender woman. As long as I fall in love with this person, then so be it, you know? Everyone has a feeling just like her and me. So, wala po ako nakikitang problema. So, love is love. Happy
Mhm.
Friday.
Happy Pride Month.
Yes,
Okay.
happy Pride Month to everyone that's
Yeah, Pride Month.
celebrating.
Okay, we have another question from Alexandra. This question is for uh Chris Matt. Hello again. The question goes to the man wearing I mean sorry. This one for
Oh, maybe
Jay
for
pala. Sorry.
Jay.
For Jay, wearing a gray polo shirt. How did you prepare for this pageant? You seem ready for the crown.
Thank you. I mentally prepared for it. I read a lot the current events. I go to the gym. I work out, and yeah, that's all I do. That's all we can do is really try our best.
All right. Thank you so much, Alexander,
Thank
for your
you.
questions. Let's have okay. This question is social issues. So, are you ready? Okay. The question is from Lokar Kirante. Hello,
Mhm.
question. Do you agree on same-sex marriage in the Philippines, and why? What's your
Yes,
thought
I
on that?
agree with same-sex marriage in the Philippines. It's they done it here in America. Why wouldn't they do it? I think it's time for the people or the people in the Philippines to realize that love has no gender.
All right. Thank you. How about you, Chris Mata? What's your thoughts on this?
I have to agree with Jay. Nabubuhay tayo sa panahon na, like we said earlier, love is love. It's widely accepted around the world. Pero sa Pilipinas, it's a little bit tougher in the Philippines, being that we are a Christian Catholic country, and that's not really written on the Bible. Kasi sa Bible, di ba, it's almost as it it's almost said na men and women are supposed to get married. Pero sa tingin ko, ang Panginoon talaga, ang tinuro ng Panginoon ay magmahal, kung paano magmahal. And love is love. You can love a man if you are a man. You can love the same gender if you happen to fall in love with the same gender. And I think it's about time that the Philippines maybe opens their mind and understands the Bible a little bit more broadly and allow for same-sex marriage to happen in the Philippines, because it works. Same, I know they're happening in the Philippines.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris Matt. How about you, Limuel?
For me, I definitely agree that same marriage should happen in the Philippines. But of course, it still depends to the person. If he or she want to get married, if the person needs to be married to show his her love, and through having a sex marriage, then so be it. You know.
All right. Thank you so much. Hindi ko napapahabain yan. Okay. All right. So another question for you guys. Would you say that you are a good role model?
Oh yes, definitely. Because every month, I give support for my family in the Philippines. It's about giving back because my parent take good care of me since the day that I I arrived here in the world. And for me, it's about giving back. And I think that's how you give love, reciprocate the love that they give, and as well as the care, you know.
All right. Thank you so much, Limuel. How about you, Jay?
Wait, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Would you say that you're a good role model?
I would say that I am a good role model. Standing here doing this interviews, um, um, uh, participating with this pageant, it says, it already says something that one person can do it. If I could do it, another person could do it. So standing here and being able to talk to you and actually talk about the causes that I believe in is something they could already look up to me as a role model because they could do it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Jay.
Thank
How about
you.
you, Chris Matt?
I think I am a great role model, and that opinion really shouldn't come from me. But what makes me feel that I am a great model is when my students come to me for advice. May mga students ako na pag recess or pag lunch, they're gonna stop by my classroom and they would ask me for advice, whether it's about love, whether it's about school, or whether it's about a future career that they want to pursue. They would come to me during their free time to ask for advice. So I think that makes me feel like I am being a great role model to my students, and that's an aspect of my life that I want to bring onto the world and out here for Mistress of Filipinas America.
All right. Thank you so much. Another follow-up question for you guys. Okay, if you could be anyone else besides yourself, who would you be and why?
If I could be anyone else, I would be the president of the Philippines. There
Why?
are so many things there are so many amazing things about the Philippines that I want to improve so that the spotlight can really be in our country. Napakaraming bagay ang dapat ipagmalaki sa ating bansa. Katulad ng mga talentadong Pinoy na kailangan talagang bigyan ng pansin, not only in the Philippine national stage but internationally. And so many people are already doing that, but we need more Filipino talent to be exposed on an international level. Kasi ang talentong Pilipino talagang pang worldwide.
Mhm.
And I believe in that so strongly.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris Matt. How about you, Limwell?
What's the question?
If you could be anyone else beside yourself, who would it be and why?
Same with Chris Matt. I want to be the president of the Philippines because in the Philippines, I want to address a lot of issues, especially those people who are experiencing hunger, those people
Mhm.
who are experiencing poverty, and of course, I want to stop the graft and corruption in the government. I think it's still happening. And what else? I think I want to address, to showcase our culture to the rest of the world because we are more than such space. It's how we impact the rest of the world.
All right. Thank you so much for that wonderful
Yeah.
answer. How about you, Jay? Same question. If you could anyone else beside yourself, who would it be and
Uh-huh.
why?
I would be the health director of really the Congress or something like that. That has to deal with it with the healthcare. I would change healthcare and I would make it for free for everybody. So yeah,
All right. Thank you so much.
thank you.
And let's have a question from Amiel Arizobal Cleofe Villamor. What are the characteristics of a Filipino that you still used to do? Start with you, Jay.
I I eat with my hands. I still love to eat with my hands. It's so Filipino for of me is eating my hand. I love. I don't know. I love to eat with my hands. It's so fun.
All right. Thank you. How about you, Chris Matt?
Kami, nagmamano pa rin kami hanggang ngayon. I think that's the number one Filipino trait or the Filipino tradition that we should all preserve. Kasi that's how we really show respect. And another lesson that I learned from my inang senyang, from my grandma, is that respect begets respect. Kung irerespeto mo ang isang tao, yun ang ibabalik nila sa'yo. So, to show respect to our elders, we do mano po. So I hope that that's one thing that everybody can preserve.
All right. How about you, Limuel?
Well, I still use the word po and opo to the elderly. To you, it's a sign of respect for them. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a question from Facebook user. What makes you happy now, Limuel?
What makes me happy now is to have a peace of mind. Focusing on the things that I love, going to the gym, eat healthy food, and surrounding myself with positive things and not entertaining any negative because I think this is what we should do to intern positivity and this is how we inspire other people.
All right. How about you, Jay? What makes you happy now?
For me, what makes me happy now is being able to be with my family all the time during the pandemic. It was a really, really tough time for everybody, everyone. Everyone could relate to this, and being able to just, hang out with them and bond and share memories. And what also makes me happy now is being able to really do things that I like and doing things such as hiking, biking. Those are things that makes me happy. Like, all the activities that I like and get to do now is what makes me happy.
All right. Let's have Chris Matt.
Nako Sir J, ako alam ko na ikaw sa lahat ng tao, alam mo na ang ang pagiging part ng isang pageant is like a roller coaster of emotions for the people that are a part of it, di ba?
Yes.
So to me, what makes me happy right now is my faith. Kasi being part of Mistress of Filipinas, syempre there are pressures that me and my Mistress of Filipinas America brothers feel throughout our preparations. Pero pag iniisip ko na lahat ng bagay ay may takdang panahon at lahat ng bagay pinaplano ng Panginoon para sa akin, that gives me peace of mind and that makes me really happy.
Nice. Thank you so much for that wonderful answer. Let's have another question from Joseph Ilos. Question: do you think knowing Tagalog is an advantage in competing in Mistress of Filipinas America? Why or why not?
Ooh, this is like a Pia Wurtzbach question. I recognize that question, Joe. But I think that being able to speak a specific language is not a prerequisite to winning any pageant. But I do think that for Misters of Filipinas America, it is an advantage for someone who is competing. Kasi syempre, kung magaling kang mag-Tagalog, yung makakasalamuha mo sa Pilipinas na hindi magaling mag-Ingles, pwede mo silang makausap gamit ang Tagalog. But when you switch over to speaking English and you're talking to an international audience, that definitely is a huge advantage on this stage.
All right, thank you. How about you, Limuel?
For me, it is definitely an advantage because you could talk the same language, but it doesn't really a prerequisite of becoming the first ever Mistress of Filipinas. But it's an advantage.
All right, thank you. How about you, Jay?
Let me see. Let me read. Do you think knowing Tagalog is an advantage in competing in Mistress of Filipinas America? Why? No, I don't think learning Tagalog, me being able to speak Tagalog and Bisaya fluently, it's not an advantage for me as long as I'm able to relate to the other contestants or the people around me, then speaking English wouldn't matter.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's have another question. Comment muna tayo from our YouTube channel from Right Wasn't. Go Limwell. Wow.
Thank you.
And another comment, Limwell for the win from Right
Thank you.
Wasn't. Here is a question for Limwell. Hi Limwell, why should you be the first Misters of Filipinas America?
I believe that I should be the first ever Mistress of Filipinas America because I have a golden heart that is willing to help others, and that is my happiness. And for me, I cannot afford, as I said, my advocacy is to fight global poverty. I cannot afford to see these innocent people to take their dreams away from them. These kids could be a future doctors, lawyers, and future leaders. And I believe that if we will stand together as one with education, we will be able to make a change in the world. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Limuel. Maybe we can ask the other candidates. Let's have a Chris Manta. Why should you be the first Misters of Filipinas America?
Well, this being the first ever Misters of Filipinas in America, I think that I should be the first winner because we could really build a great organization here in the United States to unite Filipino Americans together, just like we are already doing here with the rest of my MOFA brothers, Misters of Filipinas America, MOFA brothers. We have so many different talents, so many different advocacies that we are representing that combined into one would create an amazing organization. And I've always considered myself the glue to paste all of these different talents and all of these different advocacies together. And we can really build a great community with me as the first ever Misters of Filipinas America winner.
Nice. Thank you so much, Chris Mata.
Thank
How
you.
about you, Jay? Why should you be the first Misters of Filipinas America?
I think I should be the first Mistress of Filipinas America, given that this is the very first pageant, and wanting to represent my county, Monterey, and also wanting to represent the international stage of Mistress of Filipinas. I think one of the qualities that I can give is being as authentic as I am, and I want to be a good role model to people, and I want to share my advocacies and share it to the organization.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. And we have a comment or Mercedes Mateo is watching right now. Go Mat, proud mom here.
Hi, mommy.
Cheering for you. Cheering for Chris Mata. And cheering from Limwell, from John Ron Casilla. Go Limwell.
Thank you.
And for the win, sabi ni Mami Mercedes. For Chris Mata. Okay. So, that's and our great job, brothers, from Jake Acedo. So let's move on to the next part of this live interview session, which is the fast talk questions. So this fast talk questions is what we call who's most likely to. It's all about the questions are all about knowing your personality. So hold on for a while. This is a funny question for all of you guys. And
Ito yata yung nakakaba na part.
hindi naman, charot. Okay, iyon fast talk na. Okay, next. Okay, let's have this first question. Who's most likely to get wag to. Wag to, hindi pwede. Very ano to. SPG, rated SPG. Okay. Ito na lang.
I think so. Out of the three of us?
Let's have this. Teka lang, masyadong mga ano to, SPG naman mga tanong na to.
Guys, kalma lang, lang. Chill questions lang.
Alright, sige. Who's most likely to say, ano ba yan? Hindi pwede to. Ito, who's most likely to own the most pets? Muna tayo.
I feel like Lemuel. Lemuel has such a big heart that I think he would really be able to take care of pets really, really well.
Nice.
I agree. Limwell.
Okay, so let's have this. Ay, wait lang. Ano ba yan? Nagloloko yung ano ko. Eto. This one. Who's most likely? Anyway, guys, yung rules nito, tataas lang kayo ng kamay ha, and then you will tell kung ano yung situation na yun, kung bakit nagtaas kayo ng kamay. Okay? All right. So this one. Who's most likely to eat something off the ground? Limwell. Ano yon?
Ay, tama! Si Lemuel.
For me, I'm not really picky. I love all types of food. Diyan sa kanto, pag may fishball, I gonna grab that.
Okay. Sige. Nagtaas si Chris Matt. Ano yon? What would you like to share with us? Chris Matt? Nagtaas ka ng kamay.
Sorry, am I frozen?
Okay,
you know, I was gonna say it's probably me, but you know what? I think Lemuel might be it. Kasi si Lemuel, pag nakita niyo yung Instagram ni Lemuel, lagi siyang kumakain.
Naku, delikado yan ha. Buti hindi ka tumataba, Limwell.
Hindi nga po kaya kain lang ng kain.
Okay.
Wala kasi mag-change si Lemuel
Next question tayo. Who's most likely to marry a celebrity? Si CJ nagtaas. Sinong gusto mong just in case lang?
Si Chris Matt.
Si Chris Matt nagtaas?
Yeah, he did.
Chris Matt.
Frozen?
Teka lang. Chris Matt.
Am I frozen on screen or okay lang?
Okay lang.
No, I think I'm most likely to marry a celebrity.
Celebrity. Sino yon? Sinong celebrity yung gusto mong maano?
Shoot, alam ko kakakasal lang niya, but if I had to separate them so that I can get in the middle, si Morissette.
Okay, sige. Next question tayo. Who is most likely to keep a secret?
Jay.
Okay, let's have Jay. Ano yon? Ano yung instance na yun?
Me, I like to keep. I like to, I kiss. I don't tell anybody. It's a secret.
Sige. Eto si Limuel.
For me, I really respect privacy. Pag sinabi nilang it's a secret, talagang hindi pwedeng ilabas. So, secret lang.
Okay,
Secret
next
lang.
question tayo. Who's most likely to go a week without shower?
Oh no.
So, araw-araw
Yeah.
naliligo, no?
Yeah,
Araw-araw
araw-araw
naliligo.
naliligo.
Kasi
Araw-araw
mainit.
fresh.
Yeah, para fresh. Para pag may sabak, laban.
Next question tayo.
Yes!
Who's most
Yes!
most
Pag may
likely
sabak,
to
laban!
Di ba, we're representing the Philippines, so laging
Let's
fresh.
go.
Okay, next question tayo. Who's most likely to still own a Nokia 3310? Wala na.
I wish I do. Wala na.
Pero nung high school kayo, meron kayo nun, for sure.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I used to go like this. And I was still living in the Philippines at that time. And I used to play Snake.
Ang pinaka-favorite, no, na laro,
Yeah.
Snake.
Yeah, Snake.
Alright. Sige, let's have another question for you. Who's most likely to forget an important event? Wala.
Si Limuel, he forgot it was supposed to be today, but he forgot. He said it was tomorrow. It's like,
hindi umamin si Limuel.
Nakalimutan ko po kasi na 26. Magkaiba pala yung time ng Philippines. Akala ko bukas pa. Pero tinext ko si director na akala ko po bukas, but I'll be there in 30 minutes.
Alright,
Sorry.
sige. Next question tayo. Who's most likely to forget people's name? Jay, ano yon? Anong instance yon?
Me, I always when meeting people firsthand, I don't get their name, but I know faces. I don't get their name right away. It takes me a couple of times to get their name, but I recognize face.
How about you, Limuel? Anong instance yon nung nakalimutan mo yung names?
Sometimes they tell me their name and then I tend to forget, but I can recognize them by physically.
And I'm pretty sure about Chris Matt kasi he is a teacher, so he won't forget the names of his students as well. Diba? Tama ba, Chris Matt? Hindi siya makakalimutin sa mga names.
I kind of am. It takes me a while to remember my students' names. It takes me maybe like 2 or 3 weeks.
Alright. Sige, next question tayo. Who's most likely to forget their wallet at a shop? Bakit natawa ka, Chris Matt?
No comment.
Did it happen to you?
Yeah, it did on Christmas. I forgot. Oh my God, yes. He thought he forgot his wallet, but it was in his bag.
How about you, Jay?
Wait, my mom is watching. She's gonna know.
She's gonna know. I'm weak. For me, I always forget my wallet all the time. Because every time it's just like a normal habit for me. I would grab my wallet and I would just put it in the table, and next thing you know, I would leave and I would just forget about it. So yeah, I forget my wallet all the time, guys.
Here's another question for you guys. Who's most likely to forget to shower? Kanina weekdays
1
or
week?
1 week kanina. Ngayon, forgot to shower.
On lazy days, maybe.
Okay, sige. So lahat kayo?
Ay,
They're
hindi
not
ako
gonna be
yan.
naliligo.
I have to always,
So,
I
siya
shower
lagi
twice a
naliligo
day.
talaga, no?
Pag-gising tapos bago matulog.
Okay, sige. Next question na lang tayo. Who's most likely to forget where they parked their car? Okay, let's have Limuel. Ano yon? Kailan nangyari yon?
Usually, nung bagong nagkaroon ako ng car dito sa United States,
Mhm.
I always forget where I park. Kasi ewan ko kung bakit hindi po ako magaling mag-memorize kung saan ako nag-park. Gladly, I have a friend dito sa siya yung nagda-direct sa akin. Yeah.
Sino pa yung nagtaas? Si Chris
Ako.
Matica ba yun? Oh.
Yes.
Ano yung instance na yon?
For me, when I was in college, I would always forget which parking lot I left my car in. So sometimes when or no, not sometimes, but every time I went to school when I was in college, I would take a picture of my parking space so I know where I left my car.
Hey, I do the same thing.
That's a good technique.
Okay lang
It's a good
yun,
technique,
Jay.
Yeah,
Kailan naman yun,
it's a good
Jay,
technique.
nangyari?
Oh no, I'm just saying that I agree with Chris Matt. Like
Mhm.
whenever I try to park somewhere that's unknown to me, I usually take a picture. I take the picture of the building, and sometimes they would have
Yeah.
like building numbers in there. So yeah, it's good trick.
Same
They
thing.
should do it. Yeah.
All right. Next question tayo. Who's most likely to get stranded on vacation?
Me. I was like,
Okay,
me.
start with you. Oh, ano yon? Anong instance yun?
I recently I had went to Mexico, and my family lives across the border. I was visiting them, and then we had went out go sightseeing. It was quite late, and then my cousin had left me. Tapos I was stranded there. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to speak Spanish, so I was looking it up on my phone, and I was like, "This, like, can you please help me?" So yes, I would be stranded in a vacation.
All right. Sige. Thank you so much for sharing, Jay. How about you, Chris Matt?
If my mom is still watching, she's probably gonna scold me on this. She's probably gonna mapapagalitan ako pag-uwi. But last year, I went to the Philippines and I planned on staying in the Philippines for 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Pero umuwi ako 6 months later na.
Ano nangyari? What happened? Bakit natagalan?
I had a little too much fun with my cousins and with my friends, and then I also signed with a record label in the Philippines, a young record label, and so we started to record my album that we are releasing later this year. And so it takes a while to write songs and to record. So I stayed for 6 months.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing also. Let's have another question for you. Who's most likely to get offended by a joke? Wala sa inyo. So
I don't think any of us are really
No.
easily offended, huh?
Yeah, I joke about myself all the time. I joke about myself first before somebody else jokes about it. I'll be like, so yeah.
sige. Next question. Who's most likely to go back to teach at their high school?
Oh, me!
Mhm.
To teach at my high school?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think me. That was actually my dream when I graduated college. I wanted to teach where I graduated high school from. Shout out to Cesar Chavez High School in Delano, California.
All right. Thank
Thanks.
you. Who's most likely to go bungee jumping?
Ay, kami ni Lemuel.
Sorry.
Tapos isasama namin si Jay, si Jake,
Oh.
si Joseph.
All of us. We'll do it.
Nandito ka pala sa Bay, hindi mo ako tinawag.
Or
Have you
Jay, ikaw din
experienced?
isasama namin.
Ayoko ng ganun. Baka magkaroon ako ng vertigo.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
All right. Sige, next question tayo. Who's most likely to go surfing?
Oh, I love surfing.
I love surfing.
Mm. Oo, maganda. I
surf,
tried it
yes.
also, surfing.
Yeah.
Maganda. Masaya siyang experience.
Yes, it's so
So yun
fun.
na lang, Sir Jay, sa La Union.
Oo, sa
Yeah,
La Union.
in San
And
Juan.
also, in
Siargao.
Baler, Aurora.
Oh, in Baler, yes.
San Juan, La Union.
Mm-mm. Push yan pag umuwi kayo.
Push.
Next question. Who's most likely to go grocery shopping for one thing and come back with everything else than the one thing?
Me all the time. I go to Target, so we
Uh-huh.
have this place in here. It's called Target. It's like a everything's in there. And I would go in and I would just buy like a face mask or a facial cleanser, and I would would walk out with like 10 things. Yeah, 200 other things, and I would be like, I just came for this, and I ended up with all this stuff that I have. So it's like, but sometimes they're fun. They're fun. You
So
don't expect it.
you're also a pulse buyer, right?
Yeah, I'm an impulse buyer. Yeah.
All right, let's have Limuel. What would you like to share with us?
Same with Jay. Whenever I forgot one thing, and then I will add 10 or 20 items more. Yeah.
Okay, next question tayo. This one. Who's most likely to go over the top with a prank?
Oh. Yeah.
So never been experienced to get pranked, no?
No.
Next tayo. Who's most likely to post a topless picture on their social media
Jay,
page?
at saka si Lemuel. At saka si Jay.
Ano
Yeah.
yon? Ano
Just
yon?
kidding.
I'll show you.
At saka si David.
Ay, wag mo na
I
ipakita,
saw
bawal
si
dito.
David.
bawal dito. Asa na si ano? Why?
Mine is about to die too. I haven't charged it in my...
Where is Jay? Lobat?
Nalobat yung phone niya. He's charging it right now.
Okay, sige. Balikan natin later on si Jay. Let's have another question for you. Who's most likely to go a party in their pajamas? Si Limuel and Jay. Okay. Hindi ko na sasabihin or kung
Lemuel,
share.
mamaya, labas tayo in our pajamas.
Kaya nga eh. You didn't invite me. You're here.
Tonight, come to San Francisco.
Okay, let's have another question. Who's most likely to go off on their own on a night out?
Oh, me, I like to stick to my group. Gusto ko lahat ng kasama ko everywhere pag
Same.
like bar hop, di ba?
Yeah, same with
So,
Chris
hindi-
Matt.
So hindi kayo loner.
Yeah.
Person.
No,
It's fun with you or
no
with
friend left
someone.
behind.
With your friends. Yeah.
All right. Next question tayo. Who's most likely this one to own a bar? Wala. Anong bar 'yon?
Yeah, I wanted to open up a kind of like a speakeasy bar. Yung sa likod ng parang it's a members only bar where you have to be a discreet member in order for you to get in. Tapos
Okay.
everybody has to come dressed up and all spiffy and yung parang gentleman.
Okay, sige. Next question tayo. Who's most likely to fall asleep during a movie? Anong movie 'yon? And Limuel? What kind of movie is that?
Actually, any movie, as long as, feeling ko po kasi pag nanonood po ako ng movie, yun talaga yung pampantok ko sa sarili ko. Especially pag busog ako, tapos nanonood ako ng movie. And then usually my friends take a video on me. Sabi nila, nanonood ka pa ng movie.
Oo. Lalo na pag sa sa cinema ka nanonood.
Opo, totoo. Tas busog ka pa po.
Correct. Okay. Let's have a next question for you. Who's most likely to fall asleep in class? Don't tell
Not
me
me.
no one. No one.
No one.
Hindi nga. Since high school. Eto si Jay,
No.
anong gusto mo i-share sa amin?
I do when on lectures. Sometimes lectures goes too long, and I would doze off, and I would be like, one eyes open.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Jay. Next
Thank you
question
po.
tayo. Who's most likely to fall asleep on the bus and pass their station? Sige, Chris Matt, ano yon?
Antuwin ako sa biyahe. So, ako, isa ako dun sa mga tao na sandal tulog. I think that's what they say. So as soon as I sit down on a car and I'm not driving, you can't talk to me anymore.
So tulog talaga, no? Pag,
Tulog talaga.
Ako, delikado yan. Laging lalagpas ng
Only if I was
Next.
driving.
Okay,
Alright.
sige. Next question. Who's most likely to fall down the stairs? Wala sa inyo.
Feeling ko si Jay.
Yeah.
Jay, ano yon?
Oh well, I think when I was a kid, I had fell down on the stairs. I was doing this parol, like Christmas. I used to make parols for December. You know, yung project mo is to make parol. So one time I like fell in the stairs with like a knife on or a scissors, and I cut myself. So yeah, I would most likely would fall.
Next question tayo. Who's most likely to fall in love with the wrong person? Limuel, ano yon? Sige, i-share mo yan sa amin.
Ako po kasi pag nagla-love po ako, talagang bigay po lahat. And then, and ito din po yung talagang natutunan ko this year. Not to give everything. It's supposed to be reciprocated and know your worth. And ngayon ang ginagawa ko po is self-love. And focus on my dreams and career.
Tama ka dyan. Self-love dapat. Diba?
Diba?
Saka na yung
at saka
love for the
ngayon po,
others. Sorry.
ngayon po gusto ko it should be natural. Alam mo yun. Hindi yung pinipilit. So ngayon, goals and dreams, and if it comes, and if not, then it's okay. As long as you love yourself.
Correct.
That's right. Amen.
Okay, next tayo. Who's most likely to fall in love with their best friend's boy or girlfriend? Or girlfriend tayo. Best friend's girlfriend. Oh, really?
I'll take this round. Kasi to me, a relationship really, you have to build a friendship in a relationship, and I think when you start off with a friendship, you really get to know that person already, and then you fall in love with the best parts of themselves. Parang ganun.
Okay. Next. Who is most likely to fall out with a friend over something stuff?
Just like material things.
Wala sa inyo, no?
I think so.
Parang wala.
Wala.
Okay.
Wala.
Sige, wala. Okay, di wala. Huwag natin ipilit pag wala.
Kasi ako ako yung gusto ko nanghihiram ng stuff.
Yeah.
Just make sure I give it back. Ajay.
Yeah.
All right. Sige, next question tayo. Who's most likely to be heartbroken? Wala nga amin?
Wala.
Bakit nagtago si Chris Matt? Ano yon, Chris Matt?
Heartbroken.
No, I was
ka.
using this thing. No comment.
Okay. Sige, next question tayo. Who's most likely to be a bully? To be a bully, ha?
To
Parang
be
alam
a
ko na kung
bully is such
sino.
a hard work. It's so hard. It's a
Sino po?
work to be a bully.
Sino
I-
po yung bully?
I can see who is bully in this group.
Sino po?
Chris Matt.
I think I'm the
Chris Matt
fun
for
bully.
sure.
I bully people into having fun.
Yeah, same. Same.
Okay, sige. Next question. Who's most likely to be afraid to share their opinions in a conversation?
Ooh.
Ooh,
No
that's-
one.
No one.
I think we're all
It's like
pretty
no
honest.
one.
Yeah.
So everybody
Yeah.
everybody wants to share their opinions.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, everyone wants to
Yeah.
share their own thoughts and
Thoughts and
because-
opinions, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Who's most likely to be allergic to cats or dogs?
None.
No.
Chrisma is
Wala.
allergic to pollen.
Oh my
Doesn't
gosh,
count.
yes.
So hindi kayo mga pet lovers, no?
I'm a
Yeah,
pet lover.
the best.
Pet lovers ka. Anong pet yung Limuel?
Dog and cats.
So wala kang allergic, no?
Wala pong allergic.
Okay, sige, next. May question si Jake Acedo. Who's more likely to fall in my arms daw?
Sana,
Alam mo, Jake,
Sana all.
if we all fall into your arms,
I
kaya
know.
mo kami buhatin sa laki ng katawan ni
Oh.
Jake.
Pwede
Yeah.
ako na lang, Jake Acedo. Charis.
Si Sir Jake.
Si Sir J na lang.
si Sir Jake po.
Ayun.
Yeah.
Sabi na ni Liza Quinto, Chris Matt, aminin mo, bully ka ba?
Ala, yung mga pinsan ko nilalaglag ako. Ayoko na.
Ayan, nabuko ka na, Chris Matt.
Like I said, I bully them to have fun. Into having fun.
All right. Next question tayo. Who's most likely to be embarrassed when he or she is around with his or her crush? Baka nagtatago si Chris Matt.
Hindi yung phone ko nahulog.
Sarah, ano yon? Sige, i-share mo sa amin yan.
Wala. I'm just really shy in general.
Shy in general? That's a lie.
Okay, sige, next question tayo. Who's most likely to eat a whole pizza by themselves under half an
Si
hour?
Jake! Ay, not Jake. Si Lamuel.
Oh, Limuel, for sure na-experience mo na yan.
Lemuel for sure. 100%.
Yes. I love to eat and kahit kain po ako ng kain, hindi po ako tumataba. And I
Yeah,
don't know
follow
why.
him on Instagram. Makikita niyo yung what we mean.
Okay, next question tayo. That's one. Who's most likely to eat the highest number of burgers within 10 minutes?
Oh.
Lamuel pa rin.
Limuel pa rin.
We're gonna put it's Lemuel.
Ang takaw ko.
Eto, for sure, meron dito. Who's most likely to eat their birthday cake alone? Ikaw pa din, Limuel?
Yes, ako pa
So
rin.
Lemuel pa din.
Save niya kasi for the next day.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna have a separate cake for everybody. Tapos yung birthday cake niya for himself lang.
Next, who's most likely to eat without brushing their teeth? Walang aamin sa inyo.
Lahat nagbra-brush ng teeth. Kasi
Ang
di ba,
taray,
makikita-
tututbrush muna bago kumain. No?
makikita
Kumain.
naman sa ngipin.
Oh, keep it healthy, guys. Keep it healthy.
Sana all. Okay. Ako minsan nakalimutan ko. So sobrang
Pagod.
I mean, oo, at saka sa takam ng pagkain.
Yes, true. That too.
Diba? Okay, next tayo. Who's most likely to embarrass themselves at a meet and greet? Wala naman. Parang si
None of
Chris
us are
Mark.
really
May ano
clumsy.
sasabihin.
Parang sa Christmas.
Chris Matt, ano yun?
I was gonna say none of us are really clumsy, but I think I am the clumsiest out of the 12 of us.
Sige, next question tayo. This one. Who's most likely to end up on a Broadway?
Chris
I'll take
Matt.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to Chris. We're gonna give it to Chris
Yeah.
Matt.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, in July, I'm representing our Filipino American community in a play that was written and produced by African Americans, and so I'm the lead Filipino character in the play, and we actually rehearsed that earlier this morning.
Wow. Congratulations in advance, Chris
Thank
Matt.
you.
All right, let's have another question. Mhm. Who's most likely to develop a habit of biting their fingernails?
Oh, not
Oh,
me.
Not me.
Let me see.
Mm. Hindi niyo ba
Wala.
na-experience nung kabataan nyo na mag-bite ng
Mm-mm.
fingernails?
No.
Kasi
Sana,
sila mommy at saka yung mga lola at tita ko, they always put nail cutter in my backpack. It's in the small pocket. So sometimes when my classmates needed to clip their nails, they would ask me for it.
Mm. Okay, sige. So, hindi kayo mga gutom. Charot. Hoy, ako, to be honest,
Kasi hindi kinakain niya yung hindi niya
To be
kinakain yung nails niya.
to be honest, nung bata ako, mahilig ako mag-ganon. Naging habit ko siya.
Mhm.
Especially, pag nakaranas ako ng nung parang nai-stress, ganon. Pag
Kaya pala ubos,
nai-stress.
kaya pala ubos na yung nails mo.
Wala na akong nails. Sarot. Pero ngayon, hindi na, no? Siyempre. Kabataan lang yun.
Oo.
Di ba, usually ganun talaga pag mga bata tayo. Pag hindi natutupad yung mga natin, mga gusto, sometimes
True.
na lang, nagiging
It's kind of
habit na.
parang defense mechanism ng ibang tao.
Exactly. Ganun. Alright, next. This one. Who's most likely to develop a habit of overeating?
Ay,
Uh,
no comment. Alam na natin.
This Mio, Limuel, pero hindi ka pa rin tumataba. Parehas tayo.
No wifi.
Nakakailang rice ka ba, Limuel?
Dati sa Mang Inasal 7 rice.
Woo!
Seven.
Seven rice ka. Well,
When I was in college.
Nalamangan kita, 8 rice ako. Totoo. Masarap kaya kumain ng rice. Tapos
Yeah.
sabaw lang sinigang.
Oh yes, the sinigang sa Mang Inasal, that's the best.
Yeah.
Meron pa ba dyan,
Yung chicken-
guys? Meron ba dyan
Yung
sa Amerika?
No,
Wala
I
nga
wish.
pong Mang
That's,
Inasal eh.
I think that's one thing that would really boom here in the United States if they brought over Mang Inasal tapos gawin din nilang only rice.
Oo.
Pili ko hindi lang Pilipino ang kakain.
Na rin yung mga dyan, mga kano. Ay, may comment si Jake Acedo. Grabe 7 rice, sige, 10 daw siya.
Ayan.
I believe.
We're gonna see that during Pageant Week starting July 31. Kasi 1 week kaming magkakasama all together, and so we're excited to hang out with each other and see kung sino talaga yung pinakamatakaw sa amin.
We're waiting to see.
Baka Jake hindi rice, baka pandesal yan. 10 pandesal, di ba?
Daming pandesal si David.
Okay, sige. Let's have another question. This one. Who's most likely to become a comedian?
I would say me, but I can't land a joke.
So lang, tawa lang sa'yo.
Tawa lang.
Sige, next question tayo. This one. Who's most likely to become a famous singer?
Ay, I'll take that one. I'll take it.
Chris Matt.
I'll take the mic. I'll take the
Sample.
That's been my goal ever since I was a kid. But then to me now it's just like putting my music out there and putting what I love out there. Actually, ano pala, ipa-plug ko na din sa July 3rd. I will be opening up the show for Vice Ganda in Temecula.
Wow.
Yeah, so I hope everybody out there in that area can come out to the Pichanga Resort and Casino on July 3rd as I open up for Meme Vice Ganda.
Is
Yes,
Vice Ganda
please
coming
watch.
there?
Yes. Sana.
But
Wow.
Akala ko ba na-cancel yun?
No, it's not. It hasn't been canceled yet. I think that was in a different country.
Okay.
It's not canceled.
Sige, next question tayo. Who's most likely to become addicted to coffee?
me.
Okay. Anong instance yon?
Oh, because I'm a part-time barista. I work at Starbucks, and I love coffee. Coffee is like my drug.
Alright. So, naging habit mo na talaga yan.
Yeah, it's a daily dose. Pag walang kape, di ako buhay.
Witness ako dyan.
How about today? Nag-coffee ka ba?
Yeah,
Naka-coffee ka
earlier
ba?
today. Opo.
Okay. Next question. Who's most likely to become addicted to drinking soda or pop?
Not me.
I hate
Mabilis kasi
soda.
magpataba yun, no? Mabilis magpataba yung mga soda.
Right. Yeah.
Pero bakit ako hindi tumataba? Pero hindi naman addicted sa sa soda. Sometimes, lang. Pag naisipan ko lang, yung
Baka magpinsan
chance.
tayo.
Award!
Hindi
Puso.
pa nakakaba ng puso.
Okay, next. Who's most likely to become addicted in smoking? Wala. Wala nag-smoke sa inyo.
No.
Good.
No.
Mga good pa lang batch na to. Next. Who's most likely to become an environmental advocate?
Ooh, me. That's also one thing that I want to bring to the Philippines, to educate people and neighborhoods about recycling. Because here in the United States, recycling and reusing plastic bottles is a huge industry that I hope that there in the Philippines we can make that happen too.
All right. How about you, Limuel? What would you
I
like to
agree
share
with
us?
Chris Matt. After all, Mother Earth is our home. We need to recycle. We need to take good care of our Earth, because if we're not taking good care of our Earth, then we will experience calamities and different disasters. So, yeah, a simple act of kindness to Mother Earth will save our planet.
Ayan. Thank you so much. Another last question na tayo before we end this live session. Who's most likely to become an internet troll?
Oh, like a meme. A meme?
What is
meme?
that?
Yes.
Like a meme?
Magto-trolls
like a
kayo
meme.
sa mga Yes. Something like that. Wala.
No.
Maybe
Mga
level
behave ka ba?
stealing can be a meme.
Yeah.
mga behave kayo, no?
Behave.
All right, so thank you so much, guys. That was our fast talk questions, and I hope you did enjoy. And again, if you are new to our Facebook page, don't hesitate to follow us here, and also follow on our Instagram account at Pageant Trend Official, and YouTube channel, of course, Pageant Trend. And if you like this video, you can send us some stars in support of Pageant Trend. And ayun, so I'll give you the floor, guys, to promote your individuals' activities, especially the Mistress of Filipinas America 2022 pageant. Let's start with you, Limuel.
So hi guys, I'm all inviting you to watch the coronation night of Mistress of Filipinas America 2022 in LA in Warner Grand Theater, 7 p.m. And talent night will be on August 4. Please support me and my co-candidate, and I want to say thank you to all the people who support us since day one.
And how about the social media platforms? Where can we find you?
My Instagram is Apilado Limuel, and my Facebook is Limuel Apilado.
All right. How about YouTube channel? Do you have?
I have Limuel Apilado also, YouTube channel.
All right. Thank you so much, Limwell, for giving us your time, despite of having a hectic schedule, I guess.
Thank you.
Right. All right. Let's have Jay.
Oh, hi. Hi, thank you so much for watching us today at Pageant Trend and getting us to know more. Please support us in our journey, whether it be pageantry and or outside pageantry. It's gonna be this August 6th. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
How about your social media platforms?
Yeah, my Instagram is hey, hey J hey. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's it. I don't have
Yeah.
YouTube or I have Facebook, J Mata.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can look me up to J Mata.
How about TikTok? Do you have?
No,
No,
I do
I do
have
have
TikTok,
TikTok,
but I don't
but
know
I
how to
don't
use
know.
it. I'm
I'm
horrible at
All
it.
horrible
I'm
at it. I'm
learning.
learning.
all right. Thank you so much, and
Thank
let's move
you.
on to Chris Matt. Chris Matt, stuck up na siya.
Can you guys hear
All
me?
right.
Am I?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Nawala ka,
okay.
Chris Matt.
Or I feel like I'm frozen. Maraming
Okay.
salamat sa mga nanood. And Sir Jay, to Pageant Trend, thank you so much for having my brothers Lemuel, Jay, and I to represent the Mistress of Filipinas America Brotherhood. We want to invite you to our finale show at the Grand Warner Theater in San Pedro, California on August 6th, 2022. Make sure to get your tickets and make sure to vote for your favorite Mistress of Filipinas America candidate, which is on our individual social medias. You can follow me all over social media on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat kung ito Snapchat kayo, at Prince Chrismat.
Nice. Thank you so much, Chris Matt. And thank you so much, guys, for
Thank you.
accepting our invitation. And I know that you're very busy for the other stuff and also for the preparation of Mistress of Filipinas America 2022. So, guys, please don't forget to support them on their journey to Mistress of Filipinas America. So, this coming August 6th are their finals night. And ayun, so thank you so much again. And also special acknowledgement to Sir Jesse for this opportunity to get to know more about the candidates of Mistress of Filipinas America 2022. So, I'm wishing you best of luck, guys, and just enjoy every moment of this
Salamat
competition.
po.
So, wag wag kayo magpa-pressure always. So, ayun. So, the most important is, of course, you have um uh, what do you call this? You have established a good rapport to your co-candidates and a camaraderie. So that's the most important of joining the pageant. Building a good rapport to your co-candidates. And ayun, so thank you so much. So this has been Jay Barbo hosting the live interview of Misters of Filipinos America candidates for the batch 2. Is now signing off, and have a nice morning here in the Philippines, evening and afternoon to all over the world. Bye, guys. See you on my next interview, and keep on tuning in at Pageant Trend. Bye.
Oh, grabe na ingay.